Hi, Magic of Math here, and today we're going to be talking about parallel lines and a transversal as we answer a math test question. Here's our question today. We have parallel lines Q and R, and they are intersected by a transversal line C. We're going to determine the measures of angles FGV, JGP, and GPT. You're going to drag and drop an angle measure into each box to correctly show the measures of the angles. Each angle measure may be used once, more than once, or not at all. So you are given these 5 angle measures and you're supposed to place them in these 3 boxes. So of course we're in a video, so you're not going to drag and drop, but you can jot them down on a piece of paper. So please pause the video now. Do your best work to identify those angle measures and come back and hit play when you're ready to see the solution. Welcome back. So we're going to begin by reviewing what we've been given. Parallel lines Q and R, meaning they are equidistant apart, always and forever. They will never intersect. And we are told that they intersect by a transversal line. So line C is a transversal. It intersects both of these lines that form the parallel lines. So it transverses across and forms a bunch of unique angles. So we're going to determine the angle FGV, FGV. So that's that blue box right here that I just color-coded to match the angle name. We have JGP, JGP. So here's our orange to correspond to that, and GPT, GPT, and that's this angle right here. We'll call it green. I'm going to start by finding this last one mentioned, the green angle GPT, because if I look at these angles right here, they form a straight line. They are supplementary angles. Any 2 angles that have a sum of 180 degrees, meaning they together form a straight line, are what we call supplementary. So 40 plus this unknown angle equal 180 degrees. So our equation, 40 plus x, our angle GPT, will equal 180. To solve for x, we're going to do inverse operations, so we'll subtract 40 from each side of the equation. 40 subtract 40 is 0, or a 0 pair, leaving us x equals 180 minus 40 is 140. So we can identify that angle GPT, this green box here, is 140 degrees, because 40 plus 140 is 180. We have a straight angle or supplementary angles. All right, let's clear our workspace. I brought over our 140 degrees that we've already solved for. So if you had not found these other 2 angles, you could pause the video now and come back and try again now that we've reviewed some. So the next angle I'm going to find for you is angle JGP right here. And I've highlighted this as a transversal because even though it was just a segment, even though it still can work as a transversal line and it's forming those very unique angles. So it is crossing the parallel lines, meaning now we have these angles that are formed, which are alternate interior angles. They are both inside the parallel lines and on alternate sides of this line that transverses across the parallel lines. And we know that alternate interior angles are congruent or equal. So we know that this angle, JGP, is 40 degrees. All right, let's clear our workspace again, bringing forward our 2 angles we've already identified, leaving us 1 more angle to find. Now there are several ways to do this. I'm going to show you 2. So the first way is I'm going to show you right here we have another straight angle. We would not call these 3 angles supplementary angles because supplementary angles can only be 2 angles together. But these 3 angles together form a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So this unknown angle x plus 73 plus 40 must equal 180. So let's write our equation. Here it is. We're going to combine like terms first. 73 plus 40 is 113. To solve for x, we're going to undo do inverse operations. So we're going to do the inverse and subtract 113 from each side. This gives us a 0 pair. Bring down our x, and 180 subtract 113 is 67. So now we know that this missing angle right here is 67 degrees because all three of these together must add up to 180. All right, so we have our three unknown angles, but I want to show you another way to find this angle FGV. Right here, FGV. So let's clear our workspace. So now I want to look at this. We have a triangle formed here. So we're going to use the Triangle Sum Theorem. 73 plus 40 plus what equals 180? Well, we know it's 67 because we just did that same math up here. 73 plus 40 plus 67 was 180. Same thing here. 73 plus 40 plus 67 will be 180. And then we have transversal line, alternate interior, alternate sides of the transversal, interior angles of the parallel lines, and so they are congruent. So now we know that they are 67 degrees. So we've checked our work, and it works out. All right, there you have it. That is alternate interior angles giving us a measure of 67 degrees. So our final answers, FGV is 67 degrees, JGP is 40 degrees, and GPT is 140 degrees. And that is parallel lines and a transversal, and the relationship of the angles formed by those parallel lines and the transversal. I thank you for joining me today at The Magic of Math, where we continue to master math one video at a time. I hope you'll come back soon, and have a great day.